Hello, everybody.
Hello. Sorry that we started a little late. Thank you for waiting for us. We'll be honest, we had our hangout with our, AP, right?
Yes.
No, cast member and above.
Yes.
Cast member and above level. We had that from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. our time, and then 7:30 is when this usually starts. Well, producer Vern was being super awesome and picking dinner up for us so we could eat in between streams. Well, I don't know what happened at the sushi restaurant, but he went to go pick it up and he sat there for like half hour plus. So he didn't get here until about 7:30 with our dinner. So we wanted some time to quickly eat that before we came and hung out with everyone here.
Yeah. So thanks for your patience,
yes,
guys.
Thank you for your patience. We figured that'd be better than us trying to eat like sushi off to the side of our stream. We didn't
Glad
think
you
that'd be
liked
polite.
the last week's podcast, Tori. There's a second part that will be going live, or will be on the next episode. Also, if you're a Patreon supporter, there is a bonus episode that went out that also has some conversation with Kavehi that was really cool. So
Kavehi, as we talked about, had her career and her role, like just her normal day-to-day job, is that she teaches, and what she teaches is like tourism and like customer service and like that sort of stuff. So we chatted with her. It was a little off the topic of just the VIP tour, so that's why we decided to just make it its own separate bonus episode. But she talked about just kind of her thoughts on Disney as a company through the lens of somebody who teaches in the industry. So it was really interesting.
Mm-hmm. Hello, Corrine and Jill and Lee and Jorge.
Yes, welcome everyone. Welcome. And hello, Mel. Oh, so this is actually, we decided it's a beautiful day here in Wisconsin. So we're actually sitting out on my sun porch. However, it is 7:48 p.m. our time, so the sun is setting, so it's not quite as sunny.
It's 72 out, though.
So this is our sun porch, but yeah, it's beautiful. So we decided to soak up the nice weather while we could.
Hello, Kim.
So we apologize for the lack of decor.
Oh yeah, it's also 626
It
day.
is. It is. I was thinking about that when I had to go into I work at a financial institution, so I usually don't have to worry about Saturdays and Sundays because, yay, Monday through Friday, 9 to 5 sort of gig. But I had to go in and work a few hours this morning, and we were sending gifts in our work chat about 626 day.
Oh, were you?
We were.
Because how many other people were working with you?
Well, I was in a group of 3 that were working remotely together. We were sending it together, but yeah, it was fun.
What time did you get off?
What time was I done? So I started at 8 and I was like 11, so only 3 hours.
That's not too bad.
No,
that's not terrible.
Not bad, but long enough for it to be obnoxious.
Yeah, so we were able, I told Teresa, I texted her, I said, it's beautiful out today. Mm-hmm. Can we just do this outside somewhere, on your porch or your backyard or something? So sun porch it was.
Writing myself a note because you said something that made me
think of something?
Yeah.
We were getting our D23 plans kind of worked out, trying to figure out what days we're going to be there, if we're going to do the park on what days, and what day we're going to try to do Oogie Boogie Bash, so a lot of stuff.
Yeah, reminder for everyone, Oogie Boogie Bash tickets go on sale this Tuesday. They don't have a time announced as to when.
No earlier than 9 a.m.?
Yeah, sometime after 9 a.m. Pacific is when they will be going on sale for Tuesday. So if you're interested in wanting to do Oogie Boogie Bash, make sure you log on and get your tickets. Because the other thing that I was telling Tag too, I'm a planner, so I want to have a plan. But the other thing is there's less dates this year for Oogie Boogie Bash than there has been in the past.
Really?
So that's what I've heard. I have not actually counted and compared, but I've heard, and I'm believing. I'm believing the other people that did count, that there's less days. So I want to make sure we get our tickets right away since, we're only going to be there for a certain window of time. We only have a couple of dates that could work for us. So I want to make sure we get on it and get our tickets. If we were local and we had more flexibility, I wouldn't feel quite the need to get on right when tickets go on sale because then you have more flexibility if you're local.
Now, June 28th at 9, no earlier than 9 a.m. is for Magic Key holders.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right.
And the general admission tickets go on sale June 30th.
You know, so they did this. I want to say they did this last year, and it went really, really smooth. Having the separate sale, the pre-sale for Magic Key holders, or maybe it was not. It wouldn't have been Magic Key holders. I don't think at that. No, I don't think we had Magic Keys when they went on sale last year. It would have been Legacy Pass holders that did it, and it was really smooth. It was not a cluster like some other most other releases are.
Hi, Josh. Yeah, so I'm trying to look at the. How come they don't have? How did I get to that
Like a
page earlier
calendar?
that had like all the dates and stuff on it?
Maybe click on Oogie Boogie Bash itself.
Nope. I don't know.
We'll figure it out.
Because this is where I went. Special event tickets, and then it was here. But then they had D23 member stuff.
Anyways, who here is thinking about going to Oogie Boogie Bash? Show of chats.
Let's see, because I clicked the link earlier. Here we go. No, I don't want to take your thing right now. I'm just trying to look and see how many. Didn't they say how many days it was?
Somewhere, yeah, there's
It's like 20 something days or something. Okay, let me make sure. I want to make sure that your people are.
how my
answering.
poll's doing. Oh, a college history class.
Jill's
That's
going
cool.
to Oogie Boogie Bash. All right. Okay, I gotta count. Do we count the exclusive one?
I wouldn't count the exclusive one.
23 nights.
23 party dates.
So more-
24 if you count the D23 specific or D23 exclusive.
Okay, you remember that, right?
Mhm.
Okay, I just want to do 2021. Here we go. 25 select
Yeah,
nights. So,
23 to 25. So yeah, we're down a couple party nights.
that's weird. No wonder why they're doing that.
I don't know.
Oh, hooray. The
Oh,
31st.
the 31st. That's exciting. Kareen's going as well. Brandy
Kim.
too.
Come over from Australia.
Oh, that's perfect, Kim. That's so
Brandy.
perfect. Kim, is this your first time doing Halloween at the parks? Or Halloween time at the parks, not specifically Halloween?
I tell you though, Teresa,
What?
the Villains Grove worth the ticket price.
It is. You didn't even get to see Villainous, the World of Color show. That was cool. I mean, Villains Grove
Villains
was
Grove.
better, but Villainous was also very cool. I'm both happy and sad that Villainous, the World of Color, specifically the themed show for World of Color, I'm happy and sad that it's not back. I'm sad because it was a fun show and it was cool because it was party exclusive, but I'm also happy that it's not because my first Oogie Boogie Bash in 2019, they had less immersive treat trails, Villains Grove, and that show plus the Flightfully Fun Parade, and I felt like we were sprinting all over the place and just barely got to do and see everything. And last year, when they added more of the immersive treat trails, I didn't feel as rushed. We got to do everything. We could have gone and done a couple of them twice. We actually did the Frightfully Fun Parade twice, and I think we did Villains Grove twice.
Oh yeah,
as
Villains Grove we
well.
definitely did twice because I thought it was amazing.
Yeah, I definitely felt like we had more time without adding in that show, but the show was so cool. So it's catch-22.
I think it would be cool to have the show, for sure.
Very cool, Kim.
We didn't do any attractions, did we? Really?
We didn't. I don't think we rode a single attraction. Oh, they did also have the photo op. They had the special Magic Keyholder photo op that was Sanderson Sister themed, Hocus Pocus themed.
Oh yeah, under the Silly Symphony swings.
We were chatting in the Discord chat with, I don't remember, I apologize because I don't remember which weekly tier first brought this up, but with the new Hocus Pocus movie coming out, what if the Sanderson sisters make an appearance? I really hope make an appearance at the Oogie Boogie Bash. I think I would like.
My heart cannot.
I would just fall over. That would be the end.
I want them to bring they won't,
cool.
but the cruise line has the characters dressed
the characters
as the
that are
Sanderson
dressed,
sisters.
yeah.
So I don't know. Halloween is just great at the resort for sure. Did you see? Did you look at any of the stuff? We'll talk about it on this next week's episode, I'm sure. But the Christmas stuff that they've announced.
I haven't looked at much of the Christmas stuff. I noticed, like I saw, I think it was like an Instagram video or something reel that had the outfits, like the character outfits that they've got.
Oh yeah, because they changed again, right?
Yep, they changed again. It's it's really amazing to me when you think about it, right? That each season, and just for other special occasions too, how frequently the characters get new outfits. Like how that's so I can't even like so much work, so much planning.
Well, they got to change too,
time. I know, but man, it's so cool. And then like the different cool outfits that they have for different events. So like the dance party that's going on in Tomorrowland that's like beach themed. It's like that space beach themed dance party that's happening in Tomorrowland nightly. Those outfits are just like they're just so fun and so cool.
I'm trying to look up because they're what did you see? They're bringing back some shows.
What shows?
That's what I'm trying to pull up because I saw it fly by, and I'm just trying to pull it up quick for Christmas.
Well, while Tag is looking for that, I'm going to show off my new All Enchanting ears. They've started doing 3D printing. So this is their Phantasmic set. Oh, there we go. This is their Phantasmic set. So, of course, we have Maleficent breathing fire over here and Mickey wielding his magic. You can't see it, but the white is actually sparkly. So he's got like a magic swoosh going on there. But they're magnetic. I'm going to set this down, so I apologize if it makes a thunk. But yeah, it's a magnetic headband. So you can get different ears and swap them out. And if you're not wearing them, this is very cool. They have this holder that you can mount to the wall. And it's also magnetized. So your ears just snap right on them. Come on, how clever.
That's pretty cool.
Super cool.
So
yeah, you just need one headband and then you can just get new ears and intermix them. They also have a baseball hat for guys or for gals, whoever, whatever your preference is. But they have a baseball hat version too that have these magnet bases on them as well. So Tag has a set as well. Yours is the People Mover though.
Yes.
Of course, the People Mover. So anyways, if you guys are interested, allenchantingears.com. Remember to use code DLWeekly10 for 10% off your order.
So the two shows that are coming back are Believe in Holiday Magic and World of Color Season of Light.
Oh, okay. I did see that, yes.
Yeah.
I've seen Believe in Holiday Magic, but I have not seen the World of Color one, so that's cool.
Me either.
I'm saying it as though, like, we're doing a Christmas holiday time trip. We do not have a Christmas holiday time trip planned.
Do you even have any time off that you can use for something like that?
I'm sure. Yeah, actually, I do.
How do you have so much time?
Because 2020 happened, you see.
Oh, so you banked a bunch of time?
Yes, I banked a bunch of time from 2020, and since then I've hit a milestone at work. So then you start accruing more.
So are you at 3 weeks a year?
I'm at 3 weeks a year, but I've got, like I said, I've got more than that because that was one of the good things that came out of 2020 was rolling up and banking up PTO for future Disney trips. Sad that I couldn't go then, but
I'm glad that I got a nice boss. I just be like, "Hey, Tag, do you want to go out?" Yeah, that works out great. Done.
Yep. So yes, Jorge, we are coming out for Oogie Boogie Bash. We're going to try and catch an Oogie Boogie Bash night while we're out there for D23 because those two events line up.
But not the D23
perfectly.
members one.
Yeah, we're not going to do that one. Actually, in fact, I'll go ahead and announce it now.
Yeah.
We're hosting a meetup the night of Saturday the 10th. We're going to have it after D23, of course. It'll be at 8 p.m. And it'll be over at Tongariro Terrace. If you've been to Tongariro Terrace and Trader Sam's, there's before you get to the restaurant, there's this really nice outdoor fireplace, big, large
Before?
open
Depends
seating.
on where you're coming from.
Yeah, I guess it depends on where you're coming from. But there's a big, nice seating area that's right next to where you go to get your food and all that stuff. You can still mobile order and pick up food and drinks. So if you need dinner or if you just want some really fun themed beverages, you can still grab those and bring them down to where we'll be hanging out. But
I will show this to you guys.
We had actually the last October meetup or the last Halloween time meetup was at the same place. So what you're seeing here is the top of Trader Sam's Enchanted Tiki Bar. Do you see where there is two paths, and where the two paths meet, there's kind of a big circle-looking thing at the bottom. That's where we're meeting.
So, Togger Terrace, right here.
Yep. So the day is Saturday, September 10th, 8 p.m. local.
8 p.m. to 10 p.m.
Oh, yes, because we have to go to bed so we can get up and go to the parks panel on Sunday morning.
And we have to
Fingers
be there early.
crossed. Fingers crossed we can get into the parks panel.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's my number one priority for D23 is parks panel.
It's always the parks panel.
Yes, the Legends ceremony is so much fun and so amazing. But parks panel.
I was looking earlier.
I'm thinking and I'm hoping and I got a feeling we're going to get some really good news for Disneyland this year. I really hope so. Last D23 was very world focused. So I'm going to hope that this is our year.
Well, there's the rumor
I'm probably
about
wrong,
Tomorrowland.
but I'm hoping it's our year.
I really want to see I want to see what they talk about with Disney 100 because that's going to be a big thing. I also want to see, if we can, I'd like to see the live action Pixar and Walt Disney Studios ones because
sure.
remember last time there was a bunch of people from the shows there and we didn't
Yeah.
know that.
Yeah.
Then Saturday they have a Marvel Studios and Lucasfilm one, which
Probably
I think
have
would be
a
cool.
bunch of stars and performers and actors there.
And then are you interested in this Disney Princess thing? Probably not, huh?
Not
They have some Broadway people.
not as interested as I am in the parks panel.
Well, but the parks
Plus,
panel's
it's
at 10:30.
just tomorrow.
Yeah.
So exciting.
I don't know.
There
I
will
want to see
not
all
be
of these
a lack
things.
of things to do at D23.
There never is.
That is for darn sure.
There never is.
Kim, that's so cool. Yes, hopefully you won't be too tired. Otherwise, they do serve coffee, I'm sure.
You can also just come over and say hi quick.
Yeah, you can just pop in, pop out.
Yeah, come over, say hi, grab a picture if you want.
I would
take off.
suggest Ubering to the Disneyland Hotel
Yes.
instead of walking all the way through downtown Disney if you are feeling jet lagged, because they will drop you off basically right at the front door, and it's a very short walk from the lobby of the Disneyland Hotel to where the meetup spot is.
Yeah, that's probably the most direct route for sure.
Yeah.
Well, that'll be fun, Kim. I hope you have a good trip then.
Oh, good point, Jill. If anyone makes a spreadsheet of Halloween food like someone had done last year.
I think Liberty did that
So,
last year.
oh my gosh. That was No, I didn't print it out. I forgot to. A weekly tier had one printed and handed it to us when we were there, and we used it to check off. They need
There's always so many options.
They need bingo cards or something.
They need to give, when you come in the park and you can get a park map, they need to have
They used to.
they need to have that
used to.
again.
Hopefully they'll get those back,
Or
even a digital version. If I could have a digital checklist,
if they want to be all getting people in the app, so you can go through it like a checklist. That'd be great.
And then if you could make it even easier for me to order the food, Disney, just make the checklist have links to each thing's mobile order.
You know what else would be nice for the app to have?
Ooh, that looks good, and it takes me right to the mobile order screen.
You know what else would be nice for the apps to have? A rating for the different dishes. Because wouldn't it be cool to go on the app and be like, I'm hungry for something. What have I rated 5 stars in Disneyland? Oh, that's right, that thing.
Oh man, yeah.
Yeah, that would be cool.
That'd be really cool. It'd be like a Yelp
for Disneyland.
For Disney foods and restaurants. I like.
I heard from Vern that you two are Yelp pros when you travel.
We do enjoy Yelp. Yes, we do enjoy Yelp a lot. We like when we travel places. Our rule is we want to experience and do things and eat things that we can't do back home. So we've found a really good way to find cool, really wonderful off the beaten path places that if you were local you would go to, is through Yelp. So yeah, we love using Yelp.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes we break and there's just no food in sight, and so a McDonald's hamburger and cheeseburger it is. But for like
If you're traveling,
99.9% of the time, we try really hard to
if you're
to
traveling,
do something different.
you should find something local. Because like, what's the point of traveling if you're just gonna have the same old stuff?
Well,
You might as
and,
well just
like,
stay home.
I mean, for people local to California, they probably would laugh hysterically at this. But for our road trip portion of our wedding trip, so post Disneyland, we stopped in 8 places. Like, that was the first time I had ever had In-N-Out and Wiener Schnitzel. That was the other like weird.
How was
Why
that?
would you stop there? Vern loved Wiener Schnitzel. He absolutely like. That would not have been a place I would have normally stopped, but we had heard about it, and I just had this weird curiosity. Mind you, it didn't get great reviews, so it is fast food, but it's just so different from what we could get here that we just had this weird curiosity.
Apologize to anybody who's ever heard me complain about In-N-Out Burger because James and I stopped and got In-N-Out when we were leaving Disneyland during our summer road trip, and it was really good. And didn't I have I had a craving for it when we landed, but we didn't get it, remember?
That's right. Yep.
Because we hit traffic and stuff, and I was like, I just wanted an In-N-Out Burger.
Yeah. So
weird.
I mean, those are weird stuff, but like we found really cool, like hole in the wall. You'd only know about this place if you lived here kind of places that we've got to check out and experience. Actually, one of the cool places that we got to check out at the final part of our trip, we stopped, or the last the last 2 nights of the wedding trip was in Palm Springs, and we found this super cool tiki bar and restaurant that we ate at. That was a ton of fun.
Did you see the Fresh Bake's latest video construction stuff that he was showing aerial drone footage from somebody else about the Katina thing?
Yeah.
And that plot of land, you could probably pick Disneyland and Disney California Adventure up and put it in that same.
Wow.
It's huge.
Wow.
Yeah, I was surprised. I was like, that's a lot of land.
Well, I mean, if you're going to make a community, yeah. It seems like it's a lot of land, but also maybe not quite enough land all at the same time, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I'm just
It's not going to be a huge community, more of a neighborhood.
Sure. I'm just going to, was it this one? Yes, because it was recent. I just want to show you the...
That's the other thing that's been so exciting to watch is the progress on Pirates. I mean, obviously we're getting very close because they're supposed to be opening next Friday already, or this Friday.
This Friday?
Yeah, because the first is, that was when we were thinking they were going to open. They didn't actually announce it.
We can
talk
about this too.
Now that we're talking about this,
look, see how big this is. Like, you could put Disneyland in this.
You could. I'm going to look and see if the Disneyland app has updated to say anything about Pirates.
Also, did you see this? They added a switchback line inside Pym Test Kitchen now.
Wow.
Yeah.
So is it mobile order only, or can you go order at
you can go order at the one person or whatever that's running the register.
Oh, that's right. Okay, Pirates.
They've been running boats through. I've seen that.
From March 14th to June 30th. So, yes, still looks like it's going to be a July 1st opening. Yeah, someone in our Discord chat, a weekly tier, said that they were eating, I don't remember if they were eating lunch or dinner at the Blue Bayou. The Blue Bayou walls have come down so you can see into the bayou, but they said that they were watching boats go past, and they said it was really funny because the boats have like sandbags to weigh them down to pretend as if it were full of guests. So they were watching all these sandbag-filled boats go past while they were dining. Very exciting. I can't wait to see it for myself because obviously it's always better in person, but I'm really excited to see photos and videos of people that get to see. Yes, you, Kareen. That's who it was. I'm really excited to see photos and videos of people that get to see it ahead of time because I'm just really curious. I'm really hoping, and I have faith that they fixed the things that very much needed some TLC. So I'm hoping it's a much more, it sounds weird, but I was going to say a much more enjoyable cruise through like the pirate chaos, but I don't know if enjoyable is the right word, but you know what I mean.
People book this stuff so early. I was just looking for Blue Bayou on the very last day that they have available, and there's nothing.
Yeah. Dining reservations are no joke. They're not easy.
I do have to enjoy that I tap on join walk-up waitlist. It's like, you're too far away.
Yeah. You know, I was trying to do that for, was it Cafe Orleans, I think, when we were there? And you actually have to be, it's a
Pretty
decent
close.
radius, but it's also not that big of a radius.
Mm-hmm.
Kareen's, they said that something might have changed in the ride. Ooh.
I wonder if they either are taking
Ooh.
out some Jack Sparrow,
I don't know.
because I feel like they've gone back on some of that stuff.
I mean, maybe reverting it, not be so movie heavy and revert it back to the original.
I don't see anything here about the
Maybe.
bread, but
Well, Kareen, did they have the bread back when you ate there? I don't know.
either that, Kareen, or your server was like, I'm just going to mess with people and be like, guess what? Guess what?
No bread. I'm trying to think. What do you think would have changed?
I'm telling you, Jack Sparrow. Plus, how would the server know? Like, what does the server know?
Maybe she got to be a bag of sand for someone.
Bye, Lee. I do want to tell everybody about Lee quick. So when we did our Patreon
we just
Zoom
did our
hangout like a little over an hour ago, Lee had a guitar and sung "Remember Me" for everybody. So that was kind
Did
of
he
fun.
serenaded us? It was very nice. Very nice.
Yeah.
I'm. Now you got me thinking, Kareen. I'm thinking.
Are we gonna get a Phantasmic dining package when we're there for D23? We have to, right?
If we can get a reservation, sure.
Hold on, let me go to mousedining.com and sign
I don't
up.
know if it's I don't think the reservations are open for it yet. So I don't think you have to sign up just yet because it's 60 days out. We're not 60 days out yet. I don't.
Yeah, but can't you sign up for mouse dining now so I don't forget?
I don't know. I have not figured out how to get dining reservations now. I seem to keep missing the boat.
Excuse me.
No pun intended.
Oh my goodness, Teresa.
But I keep missing the boat on doing it because I was trying to get. I mean, I did snag one dining reservation at Lamplight Lounge when I was there with my family for the wedding, but I don't know what the trick is. I don't know if you have to get up in the middle of the. You're very squeaky. I don't know if you have to get up in the middle of the night to snag a dining reservation, like the day they become available. But they seem so difficult to get, and I don't.
When are we gonna try to get one?
I don't. No, well, I don't know. We're gonna have to relook at what days we said we were gonna be here, there, wherever for a starting parks and all that
ish.
So yeah. So anyways, we'll try and get a dining package. We'll see if we can snag one or not. I feel like 2 people should be more doable.
Yeah.
Maybe. Hopefully.
Maybe. But I put it in there.
We'll find out.
I put it in there. We have a mouse dining reservation now.
A mouse dining alert.
Alert. Thank you.
What is it warning us for?
What?
There was some sort of warning on YouTube.
Was there?
Yeah.
Video resolution.
Is that okay?
Yeah, that doesn't matter.
Oh, okay. Don't ask the non-techie person.
See, good connection. That's what matters.
Perfect.
Plus, I read the. I'll show you. I pay attention to that green.
There you go. Let's see. That's a good point. That is a good point. Figure out when you're going to do Oogie Boogie Bash before figuring out dining reservations. Mm-hmm. That is a good point. But we'll see.
But there's
like
no
I said,
Oogie
they're not
Boogie
open
that
yet.
night, so.
Yeah, or you just pick a night that's not a non-Oogie Boogie night.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So what do you guys want us to talk about?
Riveting stream.
And then this is just saying like
3 a.m. Pacific, 60 days out. Okay, so we just got to wake up at 5. And just
Hi, Bill.
We'll set our alarms for 5 a.m. local time. That's fine.
Ooh.
Thanks for the tip, Bill.
5 a.m. That's early.
That's only slightly earlier than when I wake up for work.
Oh, well,
so.
you're weird.
I'm not weird. I just
You wake up at 5?
No. I wake up at 6.
Oh.
So 5 slightly earlier.
That's an hour. That's 1/24th of the day.
It's
That's not
1/24th
slightly earlier is like I wake up 10 minutes past that.
Then what's 5 a.m.? Now, if I normally woke up at like 10 a.m. and I had to wake up at 5 a.m., that's a big.
I've been waking up
it's a big deal.
I've been waking up at like 7:15 every morning.
Oh well. I don't know what to tell you.
I'm really tired. I could curl up and go to sleep right now. Well,
No
you got one of the
falling
BioLife chairs behind me.
No
I could
falling
just.
asleep. Yeah, I've been trying to get.
What about our last podcast episode, Jorge?
That is true, Bill. Much better than 3
Oh,
a.m.
thanks, Jorge.
We've got a lot. Well, we've got a lot of things in the works. One thing scheduled that I'm like very, very excited for.
This Thursday, right?
Yep, this Thursday. And I'm really, there's nothing to say that it won't happen, but it's one of those like, I'm not going to let myself get too excited until I know it's going to happen. Because, yeah, it's very exciting.
She confirmed.
I know, but things happen.
Sorry, you're not jinxing it?
Nope, I'm not jinxing it.
Okay. Jill, so Jill asked, I wonder what your thoughts were about Disney going more towards people that are spending more money. I mean, they're going to do that. We've talked about this a lot. Disney's a business. We have to remember that.
Well, the other thing, too, is if you think about it, if they're going to have less people in the park, it's not a supply and demand thing, but if they're going to have less people in the park, of course they're going to want people paying more, more. And it's one of those things that, yes, 100%, we're annual pass holder. Well, sorry, Magic Key holders. And I do think Magic Key holders / annual pass holders are incredibly important. I don't think they're going to be getting away from that program whatsoever. Maybe are they going to raise the price? Who knows? But I think both things are important. But yes, it does. It seems that the past used to be, we just want bodies in the park. We don't care how many or who you are. We just want to fill our park to the brim. And now it feels like the focus is we don't want to fill our parks to the brim because that doesn't make as enjoyable of an experience. But because they don't have as many people, they need more money spent per person. And of course, a vacationer is going to be spending more money per day than someone that's going, say, weekly, because if you're going weekly, you just can't afford to be dropping the same money that someone that's there like once every 5 years is dropping. So it's a balance for sure, and I think they're trying to figure it out. Like I said, Magic Keys 100% are important. I'm not saying they need to get rid of them. I'm not saying that they need to not focus on them, but I'm thinking the focus is just shifting because they wanted very full parks. Now they don't want very full parks. And I'm kind of okay with that.
Yeah, I think they're pricing people out too.
But the hard thing with pricing people, the hard thing is supply and demand, right? If they have a high enough demand that to try and filter through. If they had cheap tickets, it'd be even worse. Think of how hard it is to get
reservations.
But think of how hard it is to get a reservation now. And if the tickets were less expensive, therefore more people were buying tickets, it'd be that much harder to get reservations. This is why
Disney needs to build more theme parks.
There you go.
That's what I'm saying.
They just need a third park. We need a villains themed.
We need
park.
two more resorts in the U.S. We need one in the Midwest, northern section, and we need one in the Midwest, southern region. Perfect.
It sucks because me being the Disney fan and lover that I am, I don't want to see them pricing people out. I really don't. But it's just, I don't know. I feel like I don't want to say they have to, because of course they don't have to, but if they don't raise prices, then they still have the same problem.
I think the main issue
I just don't know.
Is what you've said, is the demand is up. I mean, the parks have been there for a long time. The demand is up because people are seeing things on social media and they want to experience that too. So people save up and they go and they do whatever. So some of the things, like Teresa said a few times, where a lot of things that were hidden little gems in the park aren't hidden little gems anymore because they've shared them on social media. So I don't know. I think we'll even out at some point. Mel says, what are your thoughts on the Spider-Man animatronic crashing into the set during a show at Avengers Campus? I am surprised that they were able to turn that back around so quick, and another show that afternoon went off and you wouldn't even know anything happened.
That was so
amazing.
Crazy. Mm-hmm. So crazy. And I don't know if anybody here follows the Disneyland nurse on Instagram, but there was another video before this last one of him crashing and breaking into the wall, of him a quote-unquote Spider-Man fail. And apparently people are saying that the first video was actually fake. I don't know why you'd make a fake video of Spider-Man not not working, but
Sure.
supposedly there had been a fake video. So there was so Disneylanders had a side by side of the videos playing, so you could see how the animatronic acted differently in the two different situations. But I'm with you. I think the thing I feel bad for poor Spider-Man for freezing during his big moment there, but the cooler thing to me is that they had thought of that ahead of time to make the wall breakable, and that B, they were able to just
the fact
that's
that
fine, we'll fix it for the next show.
Imagineers think of these things,
Amazing.
of the different failure possibilities and everything, and come up with. I would never have thought, we probably need to install a breakaway wall here in case something happens. That's just not something. However, maybe if I was testing this Stuntronic and saw that, out of 1,000 runs, one time it goes off, it's okay, well, for that one time, because this is going to play tens or hundreds of thousands of times in its lifespan at the park, okay, we need to make sure that there's this failsafe put in. At first, when I saw the headline, I thought it had flown into the crowd or something, but no, it's definitely contained to that. So I think it's pretty cool.
The other thing I would like to know, I mean, we'll never know. There's so many things about Disney
what
that I
went
would
wrong
love
with it?
to know. Is what were the odds of that happening?
Oh, sure.
And was that the same Stuntronic that failed in the morning that they then had working just fine in the afternoon, or do they have a backup Stuntronic? So if something goes wonky with one, the show can still go on.
What I want to know in general about the Stuntronic is the show happens, he comes out, he flips through the air, he goes and he lands on the thing, whatever. Is there a mechanism that they have that takes the Stuntronic from the ending point and puts it back in the beginning point, or is there a technical person, which when you watch the show, there is a a Disneyland show stage manager in black. They have them all over for Fantasmic. They come out and move the blocks around and make sure everything's set up.
Yeah.
So is that the person who goes over and they clip onto the thing and they drag it across? I'm curious what that's like.
The whole thing is a mystery.
Well, I'm
It's
just
magic.
wondering, did I leave that up on my Google Maps? Because now I'm curious. Cool. Good. I do have Disneyland up still.
If you can look at this.
Well, I'm just trying to see what the roof
ceiling,
looks like.
Not the ceiling, the roof.
Let's see. Here we go.
I'm sure there's.
I mean, it looks to me. See, there's a net that he gets caught in.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
And then it looks like there's a covered walkway that goes back to its initial setup. But
how cool would that be? I mean, I know you can't be, but how cool would that be if you were in a helicopter while the as the Stuntronic was doing its thing? That would be so cool to watch that from the top. I would like to know who runs the sound.
The soundbite changed to match his crap. Oh,
really? Okay, so Emily, that's cool. I've not watched a video either with sound or with the sound on. Now I don't know for certain now that we're talking about this, but
I'm gonna go find
I
it.
didn't know that. I didn't pay attention to the sound at all, so I've got to watch that. That's come on, even that, the fact that we've got a breakaway wall and we've got an audio clip to match this flop. That's so cool. Way to go, Disney. Way to go, Imagineers.
I'm just trying to
thinking of everything.
I don't even know how to search for this now. Did we have? It's linked in our show notes, right? For
I'm gonna assume so. I don't know, so
when did
I
that
apologize. A couple weeks ago now.
Yeah.
2 weeks ago, because I think we talked about it on this most recent episode.
Okay. Well, let me see.
So it'd be a link on this most recent episode.
Partner. Okay. Kelly and Ryan, Star Wars Celebration, Radiator Springs.
If anyone has more questions, keep them coming.
Fantasmic, Electrical Parade. So it's probably the one after this. It's so funny how I can't find anything, it seems like, anymore about anything, because I feel like we talk about these things and then.
So does that mean we're losing our minds, or we need
Here it
better
is.
search features?
Here it is. Well, you have to know what to search for.
That's
is
true.
the problem.
That's true.
Spider.
So, Lauren, we are looking at being out for about a week. So we're going to be doing D23, and then we're looking at, I guess over a week, looking at doing D23, and then the week after,
Okay, here we go. Hold on.
we'll be in the parks. airbags, please. That's amazing.
Interesting. Now I want to go find like
Wow.
a regular video.
Oh, he says different things depending on, because sometimes he like flails all over the place. Sometimes it's like sticking the perfect landing. So yeah, there's multiple clips there. Oh, if you were to work at Disneyland, what job would we take?
I mean, I've wanted a bunch of different things. For a while, I wanted to work Indiana Jones Adventure. I obviously wanted to pilot the monorail. I love the outfits for the train.
I want to be a plaid, and I only want to give nerdy tours. Like, if you want to go on the like fun facts and pointing out all the cool things about Disneyland tour, that is the tour that I will take you on. But somebody that like Kovehi, whose priority was just rides, and more rides, I wouldn't be. I could do that, but that would not be my specialty tour. I would want to do the like.
So, do you want to be a
tours.
VIP tour guide, or do you just want to be somebody who does like the Walk in Walt's Footsteps tour? Because that's a ton of history and stuff.
Both, because I want to be able to like have random tours and not just. I don't want a scripted tour. I think that'd get boring after a little while. So I'd want to be like, what do you want to learn about? Okay, cool. Let's go. Let's go over there.
You just want to be able to go into Walt's
Yeah, I
apartment.
just want to be able to hang out on the
and-
Lily Bell and chill in Walt's apartment, and yeah, that's really what it.
See,
that's
the
really
other-
what it is.
That's the other thing. So Teresa and I were talking about this in the Discord about the VIP tour, because if you've listened to the latest episode, we talked to Kavehi, who said that like I don't know her timing of when she went, it was $600 an hour. So if you divide that, or what we did the most expensive one, which was $7 something, wasn't it?
700 up
And
to 10 people.
Up to 10 people. So we divided it, and it ended up being what? How much for a whole day? Like $4 something or something per person?
$4 something.
If we got 10 people together.
Yeah, that's
I'm
if
just
you need
saying.
the 10 though. Because once you drop one, then
Don't you think that we could find 10 people?
Oh, of course you could. Find
I'm
10
just
people.
saying we could
Of
find
course.
10 people.
Oh, Lauren, that is so cool that you won a trip through a local radio station. That's so cool.
Brandon, I was asking that same question recently. Brandon
It
asked, has there
needs to
been any
happen.
news of Indy going down for the big refurb that was supposed to happen before the COVID shutdown? I think what's going on is they still don't have the subs up, right? Pirates is still down. They're probably going to take
Timing.
down Splash Mountain at some point to do its thing. And Toontown is closed. So I think that until some of those things open back up,
Well, and the
nothing else
treehouse.
is going to go down. And the treehouse.
The unscheduled closure of the treehouse.
If you were to be a tour guide in 58, which way would you
Oh,
start and finish?
man.
What does that mean?
Like in 1958, if
Okay.
you were a tour guide.
Hmm.
So I'm thinking like how cool Tomorrowland used to be back then.
Oh, Corrine was supposed to have a VIP tour, but got postponed because the birthday girl got COVID.
Oh man, Nathan, that's a great question.
That's
I
a
would be
great
way
question.
too nerdy because I would just be wanting to soak everything in since I didn't get to experience it in 58. So my first tour would be crap. Because
Oh.
I would just be taking the Teresa wants to go over here and check this out tour.
I've got some questions for you.
I think I would probably start. This is going to be weird. I think I would start in Fantasyland, go to Adventureland, go to Fantasyland, go over to like Frontierland, Adventureland, and then cut back over. I think I'd finish with Tomorrowland. Because I think, I don't know if Tomorrowland was the cool. I'm trying to think what was the coolest thing. Because not being able to experience it myself, all of it seemed like it was super cool back then. I mean, even the fact that like Main Street had like working shops and like you get your hair cut, all that fun stuff.
So I have a question for you from this last episode of the Hub Crawl, and I'm really curious what your answer will be for this, okay?
Joanne requested July 1st off so she can go and ride Pirates. That's amazing.
I mean, if you could do it.
Joanne, you have to tell us how it is once you get to experience it this coming Friday. We're very jealous. That's so cool.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. If you could turn any Disney attraction or story into an immersive 2-day experience like the Galactic Star Cruiser, what would it be and what would it look like? So my answer was I wanted to have an all Disney nerd day. I wanted to have a 2-day experience where we stayed in the Dream Suite. We did 21 Royal. We did Club 33. We did the tour, like everything. Like it would cost hundreds of thousands of dollars.
My mind went a very different place. I'm thinking of actual things in the park that I want to like live in and be in for 2 days.
Well, no, but think of like Galactic Star Cruiser. So you're making a Galactic Star Cruiser type experience. Okay, so what would you do?
Radiator Springs.
Oh, Michelle, yeah, she's watching.
Wouldn't it be cool? I think it'd be cool to live in Radiator Springs for 2 days.
Okay, but like, what would that experience look like?
I don't know. I would drink all the paradises I wanted.
I will say, Teresa gave me the last of her stuff to make a paradise.
I did.
So.
That's the only thing I can think of in the park. Like, nope. Nope. I changed my mind.
Okay.
I would do some sort of like immersive New Orleans Square thing.
Okay. What does that mean?
So like all the behind the scenes, because since apparently behind the scenes stuff is allowed, I would do like some sort of like tours of, but keep it in theme because you don't want to like ruin the magic, right? I would do some sort of tours of the Haunted Mansion and of Pirates.
Joanne would want to be interrogated by Kylo Ren.
That's hilarious. I like your idea better. My brain didn't go that way. My brain went like, if I just lived in, you know, some world in Disney, like some made up world in Disneyland.
Okay.
Where would I want to live?
You're gonna come up with a better answer for this other question too. What is something that you have never done at your home park?
Something I've never done?
At Disneyland.
At Disneyland.
Because that's your home park, right?
Yeah. Well, okay. I've never gone to Walt's apartment. I've never gone to Club 33. I've never gone on the Lily Bell.
Okay, so you had a much better answer than I did.
I've never done character dining either.
I also did not do character
dining.
I
actually have to look because I think there's a lot of foods that I haven't tried. I feel like I try a lot of foods, but I don't know if there's a lot of foods that I've actually tried. Like, for some weird reason, I know I talk about it a lot on the podcast. I really want to try. Next trip, I'm going to have to make it a priority. I really want to try a baked potato from the Troubadour Tavern. I have no idea
such a weird
why this
thing.
is such a, like, priority for me. But, yeah. I also want to eat... I've never not eaten a breakfast. The only thing I've ever eaten at Carnation Cafe has been breakfast. I would like to do a lunch. I don't think they're open for dinner now.
Walt's Chili there?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's where you get Walt's Chili from.
So what attraction is significantly more enjoyable for you to ride at night?
The Incredicoaster.
I think I said
100%
Incredicoaster or I said I like Big Thunder as well.
However, I also really think it'd be quite I haven't done this, but I think it'd be very magical to ride Storybook Land canal boats with the fireworks.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's on our list, too,
I want to do that so bad.
Okay, this
so
one,
bad.
I know what Teresa's going to say to this
Sorry
question.
to everyone that this has become the hub crawl.
No, I'm asking because we're not talking about anything, but I think people think this is interesting. So if you could ride one attraction at a slower pace, what would it be and why? Oh, Lord.
The Haunted Mansion, 100%. Anyone that has ridden the Haunted Mansion with me, I'm sure you've noticed this.
Well, you like when it stops.
I I'm leaning as far out of that doom buggy as I possibly can, trying to see, because I think it's because of the lighting. It's not very easy to see all the different things and all the different details, and it's packed with them, right?
Sure.
So I love when it's my favorite is if I could just ride the Haunted Mansion at the pace of when somebody is, needing a little bit more time to get in and out of their doom buggy, that pace that you're still you're not fully stopped, but you're still you're crawling. That pace, that's my favorite. That is my absolute favorite. And yeah, I do. I hang out the side of the doom buggy trying to look, or I'm leaned as far forward as I can. 100%.
Indiana Jones would be a good one too.
See, I mean, it would, but I just feel like the rides that are so cool to me are the ones that just have so many layers of things. I'm trying to think of another, Pirates would be.
Pirates, yeah.
Well, no. Take that back. Pirates, you're going slow. You're going slow enough through Pirates.
Okay, can I ask you a different question?
Yeah, I'm trying to think if there's any other ones.
This cannot be Haunted Mansion. What's your favorite attraction that you will go on every time, no matter how much your family shouts enough already?
Pirates. I do that with Pirates too, and The Little Mermaid.
Okay, I'm asking for it with this question. What is your dream entertainment dining package? The sky's the limit. Include the food type, restaurant, location, type of show, and viewing area.
An existing show, or
It just says your dream entertainment dining package, so it could be anything you want.
okay, we're going big.
Uh-oh.
I am sitting. I don't even know if there's space up there. I'm gonna sit on the castle during the fireworks show.
On the castle?
Yep, on the castle during the fireworks
You won't see
show.
anything. The projections will be blinding you.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be like encased in the fireworks.
Okay, can I tell you a really funny thing last night? So last night, I wasn't feeling very well. And James said, because the Onalaska fireworks were last night.
Oh, yeah.
And I said, I'm just not feeling well enough to go. So he said, James goes, we should watch Disneyland fireworks on YouTube, like to make up for it. I was like, sure. So I picked last year's 4th of July one, which had Mickey's Mix Magic first. And we're watching this video. And James and I both said to each other, were the spotlights this bright for Mickey's Mix Magic? Because the spotlights were crazy for this show.
Really?
And I feel like when we watch Mickey's Mix Magic, we've been doing it on Main Street, so the spotlights are further away.
Well,
but this was from right in front of the castle, and it was like spotlight.
Oh, sure. Well, and watched it back by Small World. My
that too.
other choice would be I would like to dine with.
Wait, you're eating on Sleeping Beauty Castle?
Yeah, I'm gonna eat up there too. Yeah, because why not? Why not?
Where?
The
Like
space
that
that
little
I've made-
front
Yeah,
ledge, like
yeah,
in front of the big
yeah,
window?
So really, they can only have like 2 tables.
You have to like
max.
hold your food and eat
Yeah,
it.
Yep, exactly. I didn't say it was a good idea. Yeah, or Club
Joanne, I'm
33.
telling
The
you.
other thing would be to sit like on the balcony of Club 33 or the balcony of the Dream Suite and watch Fantasmic.
Mhm.
I'm gonna tell nobody. Like I've not told anybody this, not even Vern. But I had this like tiny little hope. I'm like maybe for the wedding they'll know how much of a Disney fan I am, and somehow I will get Disney magicked up to watch Fantasmic from that.
It wasn't
balcony.
even running.
I know,
when you were
I
there.
know it wasn't running, so that wasn't gonna happen. But there was this little thing in my brain that was like, wouldn't that be amazing?
Okay.
Of course, it didn't happen.
I feel like I know this.
Fantasmic wasn't even running, but I had this like weird little like wish.
I feel like I should know this answer for you, but I don't.
Oh, did I say that my plan B would be to eat with Murphy down in her cave?
Oh my goodness.
I
You're
wanna-
just sitting
I
there like
just-
talking. You're like,
Yep.
what's it like being a dragon and watching the show from this angle every night? Bite,
That
bite,
wouldn't
bite.
that be fun to just like come up with her and like do the fire
Are you
breathing
like
thing?
Are you like hanging onto the turret that she's grabbing onto or something? Okay.
No, I'm sitting in between like her body and the turret.
Okay, this is taking a weird turn. So which classic or super popular attraction can you skip?
Which classic or super popular attraction can
Yeah,
I say?
so what's
Okay,
like-
so the more frequently we go, the less draw I feel to like need to go on certain things. Not saying that I don't enjoy these attractions by any stretch of the imagination, but there's certain ones that I'm just like, well, it's fun. Actually, this is weird. Guardians, the last 2 times that we were there, I did not do Guardians. And I don't feel like my park experience was
Diminished.
And really there's a lot, it's the more immersive. I mean, don't get me wrong, Guardians, tons and tons of fun. I think it's a really good time, but I'm just enjoying the more like immersive and like
Sure.
those sorts of rides more.
This one I don't
So
know.
even though the other one too, even though like the big thrill rides, the like again, love the Incredicoaster, but if I don't do it, I don't feel like I missed it. Like I
Sure.
missed out.
All right, this one I don't know the answer to. What is your most prized Disney collectible? Oh,
You
Lord.
do too.
Oh,
You do too.
now I do. Yeah, but
yeah.
before that, what was your most prized Disney collectible?
Oh,
Well, do you want to tell them what it was in case they don't know?
That. So, for those of you that don't know,
Oh my gosh, why did I even ask that? It's
like
so
you're like-
obvious now.
You're like, I have no idea what your favorite thing is. That's my favorite thing. So for those of you that don't know, this last trip, I was being really weird about this because I thought Disney was going to come after me and I'd get in trouble. Hopefully they don't. Please, Disney, let me just have my one little piece of magic. But we were watching the Main Street Electrical Parade, and we were back by It's a Small World. I was even so weird about this. I told Tag, I'm like, we can't post about this. We can't talk about it on the podcast. I was just like paranoid somebody was going to come.
And now we've talked about it.
Strip it from me. So we're watching the Main Street Electrical Parade, and of course, my boy Elliot, he's coming by, and we're watching, and all of a sudden, I notice something on the, not the side that we see of Elliot, it's on the other side. How I even saw this, I have no idea. I watched something fall from Elliot to the ground, and I'm looking, and like, Elliot, I'm sorry, I love you. Focus was not on Elliot anymore. I'm looking at the ground, trying to figure out what just fell out. Yeah, what just fell on the ground, and apparently my eagle vision recognized. I'm like, oh my gosh, that is a light cover, and that light cover just fell off of Elliot. I need that light cover. So I'm like, Tag. He's like, what? And so I like pointed at, I don't know how you saw like me pointing at it either. I saw it. And so we were both like staring at it. I'm like, I need this. And I
thought the final float would run it over.
There's a cast member that walks by. We thought for sure they'd see it and like kick it to the side.
Or pick it up.
Or the final float would run it over and crush it. I don't know. Disney magic. I don't know how, but we somehow, because part of the thing with where we were sitting was they told us as soon as the final, like the rope people come by, that we had to get up and leave, follow the rope people out. So basically we became part of the parade. So it worked well for us that they told us like, you gotta like run out of your seat right when it happens. Here's me with my light cover. And even then I was trying to be all like, don't pitch. I was trying to like not show it off and like, yeah, anyway. So I have a Main Street Electrical Parade light bulb light cover that fell off of Elliot.
I'm going to get this so you can see what she's talking about.
This tiny little clear thing we watched fall off of Elliot. So anyway, so we rushed over. Somehow nobody stepped on it. Nothing ran it over, and we were the only people that noticed it was there. And yeah, Tag like got ahead of me, so he swiped it up off the ground. So yeah, that's my most favorite ever thing. It's just, I don't know if it's the fact that it's the light bulb cover or if it's the story around the light bulb. I mean, for sure it's the light bulb cover because it was from Elliot, but also the story that goes with it. Like if I would have just bought a light bulb cover, I don't think it would mean as much to me as this because of the whole like thing behind it. Does that make sense?
Yes. Okay. So here you go. This is going to be another story time probably for you. So, have you ever had a fun or interesting interaction with another guest at a Disney park? Basically, like another guest has like made magic for you or something like that. I think I talked about with this question. I think I said my Anastasia.
Oh yeah, there you go. I don't know if there's anything that super stands out to me. I mean, it's not that I've not had good. This sounds bad. I've had a lot of really wonderful guest experiences with other guests, and such. But there's nothing that's like. I don't know. There's nothing that like was super standoutish, and I think that's not necessarily a bad thing because I think we have a lot of really fun, really positive experiences just with random guests, like whether it's like making a new friend in line or stopping in like the last, were you with me or was that, I don't remember, my trips are getting muddled together now, where we were walking past this group of people and I could tell that they were lost because here they are with their big paper map, like, and they're all encircled around the paper map. I walked past and like stopped, turn around, I'm like, hi, can I help you find something, and like just doing stuff like that. I mean, that was probably
I've seen
really
you do that.
Help, like probably more meaningful to them. But I think it's really cool to be able to help people that are in those situations because Disneyland is like, it's so great and so magical. And I feel like we take it for granted a little bit because we forget about how complicated and confusing it can be for first-time park goers. So for us, it's like, oh, you just did. No big deal, and they're like, huh? So yeah. So I think just stuff like that. And it's going to sound sappy and it's going to sound cheesy, but ever since starting the podcast, bumping into listeners and to weekly tiers, always just makes my day and
Oh,
makes
yeah.
my trip. We've had so much fun, but I don't really see. That's like a different classification
Sure.
to me because they're those are our people
Yeah.
versus just some random person who knows who So,
So-
I don't know.
So Brandon, Brandon asked, have either of you done a solo trip? So no, but I will tell you, there was on this last trip that we took in May, there was an afternoon where Teresa wasn't feeling well and she went back to the hotel room, and I could have had the afternoon to myself, which I had been asking for, like to just experience that. And you know what ended up happening? I ended up spending it with some weekly tears. So the ultimate glow with the show experience. All right, guys. It has been 2 hours of doing the stream. I'm glad that you guys enjoyed it and enjoyed some of the questions and stuff to get us through. We will do next month's. What did we determine? Was it next month's stream? Something was weird timing wise.
Yes, next month's stream.
Next month's AP and above live stream. So that's a different thing.
Your birthday isn't the public.
Yeah, but it can be on my birthday. That's fine.
Okay.
So the next one of these is actually on my birthday, July 24th.
It is true.
So, and Teresa's birthday is between now and then.
Mm-hmm. And so is Disneyland's. July is our favorite month.
Yeah, July's a good month.
The only thing that didn't happen in July was DL Weekly starting.
That was September.
But other than that, July is our favorite month.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, have a great night. Thanks for joining us.
Thank
and
you,
we'll see
everyone.
then.